Whenever I'm ready, I guess. Hello everyone, this is the clean tone. Here's the Fractal VP4 with some drive and reverb. Hello again, everyone. Today, I have this beautiful new product from the guys at Fractal Audio Systems, the VP4, or in other words, the virtual pedal board that can hold 4 effects at a time. So today, I'm going to show you a mini tutorial slash quick start guide and how I have this hooked up into the amp. So, spoiler alert, 4 cable method. It's being hooked up by the 4 cable method. So the guitar would go into the input left of this device, and from the output left, mono is going to the front of the amp. The send from the back of the amp is coming to input right, and output right is going into the return of the amp. You got that? You didn't? Rewind and listen to that again. So if you were to have it through the 4 cable method, you need to do 2 things. First, we got to dive into the setup, right? You got to go to page 5, I believe, and you will see here 4cm routing, meaning 4 cable method routing, and you got to make sure that it is enabled, right? And while you're here, I would go to the spillover and make sure that is turned on for delay and reverb. So essentially, if you have the delay on and reverb on, and I were to switch scenes or turn them off, you'll still hear the trails in the background when the effect is turned off. So once you've enabled the 4 cable method within the global settings, you also will have to enable it within the preset. So when you're on the front page of the preset, you got to go to the 5th page, and you will see here the default, it will be set to disabled on the 4 cable method mode. So what you're going to do is you're going to assign it just by turning knob A, and you can see that the 4cm block is now inserted. And what you can do is you can divide the 4 effects into pre and post amplifiers. So in this case, in this default preset here that I'm using today, I have the 4 cable method block on the 2nd position because I want the drive to be in front of the amp and I want the chorus, delay, reverb to be in the back of the amp. So once you've done both of that, you've essentially turned on the 4 cable method. Why would you want to use the 4 cable method? So if you're using it with an amplifier or a preamp pedal like a Fredman IRX or something like that, you can position your effects pre and post the amplifier, right? Okay, so that's the 4 cable method. Now moving to how you can use this effects unit, right? You can use it in 3 different modes. You have preset mode, you have scene mode, and you have stompbox mode / effect mode. Now you can engage that by pressing buttons 1 and 2 together. So preset mode is self-explanatory. You're going through different presets. Scenes are something that is built within a preset. So for example, within a preset, you have 4 effects. You can set multiple scenes to turn multiple effects on and off. So you wouldn't have to, stompbox mode and press things on and off manually. So you can, for example, set scene 1 to turn a drive and delay on. Scene 2 could be no drive. It's a delay, chorus, reverb, so on and so forth. You get the point. So I have it running in effects mode, which essentially it's a stompbox mode, right? So you can turn effects on and off as you go. Now, what's really cool about having 4 effects in one go is within each effect, you can have 4 different settings. So for example, I'm looking at reverb mode right now, and that's on button number 4. You can press and hold that, and you can set 4 different options within the one effect. So right here in this preset is a hall plate spring and a huge sounding reverb. And what you can do is you can just select the reverb you want, and it'll automatically switch to that one. So you can see right under the effect type, you can see there's this letter C there. So it corresponds with what you have selected. So if you were to choose B, you go to B. And you get the idea. If you go to A, it goes to A. Okay, now we've learned how to set the effects, so on and so forth. Let's just say you want to change the effect type. Very easy. Just scroll to the effect and you can just change the type with the knobs. So flanger, filter, drive, compressor, chorus, everything you have in here. Once you've selected the effect type, you can edit the effect type by pressing enter, which will bring you to the controls such as gain, bass, treble, which is on this particular overdrive pedal, which is a BB preamp. If I want to change the effect type, I just got to go to the left page. And as you can see, there is over 70 different drives. And what you can do is choose what you want, press enter, and it will be loaded into the block that is being chosen currently, which is block B. Other than that, you can also what? Also choose whatever effects you want in each block. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. So my signal chain is the pedal 4 cable method with the orange Rockerverb 50 head. I'm going through a clean channel. This is 2x12 cabinet mic'd up with 2 SM57s using the Fredman mic clip, and this is the tone. So now let's explore some of the effects that we have engaged here. First was the reverb. Again, if I find it too much, I can just press enter and edit the mix, the time, the pre-delay. Let's add a little bit of pre-delay back to the home page. Now let's switch that reverb to a plate reverb. I want something a bit more subtle. Now let's turn on the chorus. Currently it's on the 80s style. Let's leave it there, right? Oops, I went to Japanese style. 80s style. Again, I can just easily go change the effect type. Let's go to the stereo tri-chorus. Beautiful. Now some delay. Now I know your next question, how do I tap tempo? Well, what you can do is by stomping on buttons 3 and 4 at the same time, you'd go to tuner mode and you can see button number 1 flashing, so you can tap your tempo that way. And oh, you can also unmute or mute your signal when the tuner's on. So right now the signal is going through the tuner and you can hear it, it's pretty audible. You can just tap on 3 and it'll mute the guitar. So that's how you'd get to tap tempo mode on the delay. Now, I want to quickly explore the drive pedals, right? So let's go to a TS808 style. Now, I must iterate that, I came from an AX8 user, so while the AX8 or AX8 had great preamps, great amplifier tones, the drive pedals were severely disappointing. It's really hard to get a nice organic tone. However, with the new FM9 range, FM3, and certainly this VP4, the drives sound really excellent. So I'm just going to use my clean channel first. Leave the reverb on, and this is the drive, this is the tube screamer. Sounds excellent, right? One of my favorite is the BB preamp, and what I like about that is it reacts with the volume port so well. So I'm gonna start with the volume port at about 7, right here, 7. Now, you're probably curious, like, hey, there's no preamps in the VP4. Can I get a high gain tone with a Stormbox with high gain? Sure. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch to a different patch mode over there. And I'm going to edit the drive and go to the page and choose something that's possibly high gain. The 70-watt drives, guys. Holy cow. What do I choose? Oh, Lord. Huh. I'm going to do a DS1 because why not? So I press enter, it's selected, and then go to this page and edit that. That's the DS1. Let's go to something a bit more modern, for lack of saying that. Let's see. There's so many choices, guys. I just cannot make up my damn mind. Let's go to a Sir Riot, okay? Sounds beautiful, doesn't it? Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to show you guys the effects when we're going through the crunch channel of the amp. So I'm going to show you how the drives within this unit can boost the gain channel of the amp. I don't have much gain right there. It's just, you know what? Let's bump it up one notch. Now what I want to feature here is I'm going to go and select Horizon Devices Precision Drive, because that's what the modern guys like, right? I'm gonna choose that. Second page. Gonna back off the drive. I'm gonna up the volume. Alright, so this is without the pedal, right? With the Precision Drive. without the reverb. Let's choose a different drive now, just to quickly show you another setting. Let's use the 77 custom OD and select that. Next page. Up the output, lower the tone, increase the 100 Hz on that. A reminder of the clean tone, the crunch tone. That's the spillover effect in practice. So there you go, guys, the VP4. I feel the effects feel so organic. They're very inspiring to play through. If I were to be blindfolded, I wouldn't know that this was digital. Again, I need to give props to the guys at Fractal for really upping the drive tones on this effect right here. So there you go again. You have so many different effects you can port into this. So basically whatever is available on the FM3, FM9, you're going to have it here. Again, wah pedal, volume pedal, just insert an expression pedal and you're good to go. So leave a comment down below. What do you think of tones achieved here today? Give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Ciao!